Alrighty, this is part one of crochet bag tutorial. I'm gonna say this is gonna be up on my Google blog, so you will be able to find a pattern. And I will have that posted in the down box. You will need, of course, the pattern, tapestry needle, a crochet hook size H, and hang on, or 5.00 mm, well, size 5. And scissors. It doesn't matter what kind of scissors. You will need 2 different colored yarns. It is up to you what colors you do. For the first one, I used on this particular bag here, I used maroon and gold. It can be a sports colors, or it can be like, you know, Harry Potter, or, you know, whatever you wish it to be. I did not line this bag. The only sewing that is involved in here is with the with this particular needle. It's decent size, so you can get like yarn through it. I just have it on the white thread so I don't lose the needle. I tend to do that. Alrighty, so it will be on this bag. I do have this bag for sale on my Etsy shop. Just so y'all know, so if you're interested. Alrighty, let's get down to this bag now. Alrighty. I'm hoping to keep everything in sight of the camera. Please be patient with me. This is my first one, so we're going to start with the main color. And of course, I'll have all the instructions up for you. Actually, I really had this all set up ahead of time, but I apologize for that I don't. Alrighty. And it doesn't matter from what end of the scan you start at. That's your decision if you want to do middle or outer. So you're going to want to chain 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, and you always skip the first stitch. And with mine, I usually just grab the top loops and like start my single crochet. It gives me room to sew the bag together later, so that's why I do it that way. Okay, and you're going to want to do about 6 rows of this particular color before you change to another color. So you might want to count to make sure you have 41. I'm assuming I have 41. It's possible that I don't. But that doesn't really matter. So it matters to you, of course. To me, I can always redo it. And you're going to need to make 2 sides. This is the either the front or the back, up to you, but you have to make 2, so, well, of course, so you can make a bag. And this is my first tutorial, so I don't exactly know what to expect. I just know a viewer asked me to do a tutorial, so I decided, well, okay, I was thinking about doing a couple of them anyway. So there's a couple other designs that I'm thinking about doing for you guys. So, and this pattern's going to be free. I mean, if you were like really good at crocheting, you'd be able to figure it out just by looking at the picture, which I can do. Sorry, guys. I try not to copy other people's work, but every once in a while I do it. I don't mean to be a jerk or anything. It's just that I really like the piece. But like I said, if you don't want to do the bag yourself, you can always pop over to my Etsy shop and purchase it yourself. Please, if you're going to do an order, you know, be serious. I hate it when people like leave me a message on there and then they're not even serious about the order at all, or they become a kind of strange because I'll leave a message for them and they won't respond. So I'll be like, are you sure you want this? And then they get all bucky with me. It's like, well, I want to make sure. I'm not gonna do something for nothing. Oh, come on, get in there. Okay. Okay, and then you chain 1 and turn for the next row. Oops, sorry if I bumped the camera. Okay, and these are both stitches in this one. Okay, we're doing both loops on this row. Just the first one where I started off the chain is where I usually do just the top loop. Here I'm doing both loops, so you can see, if you can see that I'm catching both loops here. Okay, and you want to do that for the rest of the piece. If you're confused, don't be afraid to leave me a message. I'll get back to you. Again, like I said, I'm catching both of the loops here, so let's make sure you can see that. So, because you don't want things falling through your bag when you have it done. I try not to carry crochet hooks in bags that don't have liners, just so you all know. Your crochet hook can easily slip through. I usually, if I have a bag that's not lined, I usually will take like a plastic baggie or a cloth bag and put the needle and the crochet hook in there so it doesn't slip through the bag. Just a little heads up on that. Occasionally I do take my crocheting out if I'm going to a doctor's appointment. It's not a lot. I don't go a lot of places, so I mean, I go out to the store and stuff, but that's about it. I really don't go a lot of places. So this is your second row right now. And like I said, you want to do 6. So you got 4 more to go after this one. Then I'll show you how to switch colors, and it's really easy with this, because this is it's a bag. You're gonna tuck all your strings in later, so, and I'll show you how to do all that. I'm doing Dallas Cowboy colors. Or another one of houses of Harry Potter. I can't remember what house this is. I'm terrible. Okay, you should be doing row 3 now. If you didn't catch that, alright. Like I did before, you want to chain 1 and turn your work. And continue. Again, I'm grabbing both sides of the stitch, not just one. And this is row 3. I know I talk a lot. People tell me that all the time. Oop. And I wasn't self-taught this. I was taught by a school I went to. I actually took the class because it had like cross-stitching in it, and that's what my biggest interest was at the time. And they had this as part of it. I don't do that much cross-stitch anymore. I gotta get bifocals. I can't see that good anymore. Don't be afraid to donate to me. I'll do more of these videos if you guys start throwing some money in that kid eater. I got a fund on my Facebook page. Not my Facebook, I'm sorry. On my YouTube page there. If you go to my channel. Sorry. I gotta pay the bills too. Kind of wish my Etsy shop would do a little bit better than it is. Maybe it's because I got too many on one shop. I don't know. Believe it or not, I actually started out doing small things and nothing would like sell until like I someone asked me to do cat toys. So that became my biggest seller. The Pokemon. But I can pretty much crochet just about anything. I come down your row, you're going to want to, again, chain 1 and turn your work and start again. And you should have 40. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you that sooner. You should have 40 here. I know a lot of people that count as they go. And if your work seems a little bit uneven, it's probably because your tension can get tighter or looser depending on if you are stressed or not, or if you're in a rush. This is row 4, by the way. That happens to me once in a while still. Not very often, but I try not to stress out while crocheting. So. And this is an easy pattern because it's just single crochet the whole way. It's nothing hard to do. I hope this color's okay, not that it's too dark or something. Believe it or not, I usually don't watch these videos. I just like put them up and then I don't watch them ahead of time. I don't watch them unless I've looked at some of the pictures and I find that I'm out of focus or something, then I'll go back and look at it. yeah. I'm gonna do a few videos on other stuff too, so I'll have tutorials on other things. I have something that I'm working on for my son that I wanna, and that's not crocheted involved. Not all of it's gonna be crocheting. Most of it's gonna be, but not all of it. Okay, again, you're done with your 4th row. It should be looking like this right now. Now you're just going to chain 1, and now you're on your 5th row. If you hear like machinery or hammering or a saw, it's because they're still working on my neighbor's house. They're like putting siding on over there. And this has been like a 2-month project. So they've been like here almost every day for 2 months. House looks better than it did. Alrighty. So, like I said, you're on your 5th row now. Again, you're still taking up both sides of the stitches. You're taking the whole stitch, not part of it. And I'll put up a video on this, on the single crochet. I'll do that also. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one done today or not, but I probably will. I have like a small chip in this camera, so I had a bigger one, but my daughter took it out of the camera and either she hit it with something or she bit it. I am not sure. Yeah, she gets into a lot of stuff. I think she gets mad at me sometimes. Revengeful thing. Okay, and then you get to the end of the row and you're going to want to, again, chain 1, which I just did. And then you want to flip your work or turn your work. And this is your 6th row. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this top row will be 6. Cut hair. Animals. Dang it. Alrighty. Alright, we're almost to the end of row 6. Okay. And with this one, I just usually end off, so I'm gonna end this one off because it's just easier to do it that way. Just remember where you ended it off. Oh, my scissors like major dull. Alright, so now we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna add the color gray if we can find the end here. Of course, it's got to be in a knot, you know. Alrighty, okay. And we'll just do our little knot there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. And then we'll add on. This is how I'm doing it. I know there's another way to add the color, but it's, you know, it's a bag. No one's really gonna look at it once you have all the string tucked in. This is how I did this bag. And yes, I know how to add color without adding a knot to the end there. But this is how I did this bag, and you guys wanted to know. So, or well, at least one person anyway. I don't know how many of you guys are interested. The next one I'll show you how to add it the other way. So this is your secondary color, and we do about 2 rows of this. Whoop. Okay. And again, you chain 1, turn your work, and go into the next loop there. And away you go. So you'll have 2 rows of this color. And it's easy to count this stuff. You can count it by 2s, 2, 4, 6, and then 2. Because you can see where it kind of divides itself. Alrighty. And like I said, I'll put the pattern up on my Google blog. So, and I'll have the address for that down below, so you can find the blog. Actually, I think I have it right on my main channel page. And then you just you repeat it. It's a repeating pattern, so. And you need to make 2 of these. And so this video isn't so long. I'm going to do this in parts. Like I said, this is part 1. And yes, I'll do some of this off camera. I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, because I'm like a slow crocheter. So just get you the main idea of how to do this pattern. Pardon my phone if you hear it. Your little tweets. Sorry about that. It's just my Facebook. Okay, and you get to the end here, and then you just pull this up, because we're going to add a color, and I'll show you how to do that right now. And you add your color right onto there. Just so you all know that I know how to add a color. And you got to chain 1, of course, and turn your work and start your next row. Give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's going to be okay, on each side of this there are, I think there's, hang on. 6, 7. All right, okay. There is like 7 rows of the blue on here, and in between there's just 6 strips of 2 with the gray or whatever contrasting color you want to use. Okay, so, and I only have like 30 minutes on this card, so otherwise I'd sit here longer. But you get the main idea on how to do this. I will be back on the camera with side 2. Then again, maybe I'll sit here for a little bit longer. Like I said, I'll have the pattern up. My patterns are easy to read. I don't make it difficult. I learned from a lady that used to live next door to. She always made the patterns simple so you understand them. But like, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to mention something or get a hold of me. It's not hard to do on here. You can always leave me a comment, and I read all the comments. Even if I don't respond to them, I read them all. I read everybody's comments, so. Chain 1 and turn your work. And this, like I said, this pattern pretty much just repeats. And if you want to sell these, let's say you decide to open an Etsy shop and sell these, you can sell them. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, you can't do that. It's your work pretty much. I mean, if you put the time and effort into it, and you decide to sell it, that's fine too. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure these patterns out. I kind of find it kind of rude when someone goes, oh, you can't use this because it's mine and mine alone. Well, that's kind of wrong. I mean, where's the challenge in that? What happens if someone doesn't want to buy from you? They want to buy from somebody else, or they don't feel that you're the best at it or whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't get really picky with that. I think you guys should have the right to decide what you want to do on it. It's turning out pretty nice. Sorry, I bumped the camera again. I'm hoping I'm getting this all in camera shot. If I'm not, I'm gonna be kind of upset here. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to the next line here, and then I'm gonna probably shut the camera off and like finish it this side anyway, and then I'll come back with side 2, which is basically the same thing. I mean, I don't know when side 2 is going to come out, but it depends on how much time I have. Like I said, I have a 4-year-old daughter, and she takes up a lot of my time sometimes. She's a very sweet kid. Sometimes she gets into trouble, but typical 4-year-old. That's what 4-year-olds do. So, besides, I gotta write up this pattern. That's gonna take a while. I got it written up here, I mean, but I gotta write it on my blog. I'm not exactly the fastest typer in the West.